What's up, guys? I kind of wanted to talk to you today about the PlayStation conference yesterday and just a couple of the major announcements from Sony at the PlayStation conference. So basically, they announced the regular PlayStation is going to get an update. It's just got more of a kind of like rounder edges and everything, and it's got a power button on it and a eject button instead of having to have the lines down the center like on the regular console where you have a button up here and a button down there in the center of it, and there's no light bar across the top of it. It's just one big square basically, and it has a PlayStation emblem on the top of it. I'm sure all of you have seen it that are paying attention to this stuff. $299.99. Awesome. That's going to get a lot of new people that don't have the console into getting the console, which helps, your first party titles and Sony in general as far as the PlayStation goes. I mean, it's going to be pretty awesome at that price point to get one. I wish that's how much it was when I originally bought one. I think they were $499.99 when they first came out. Second big thing was the PlayStation 4 Pro. The Pro at $399.99 I think is a great price. Great price for that, because you're not getting the highest end computer, but you're not getting what they call a mid-grade. It's kind of like right below the high end just a little bit, because it does have a lot better processor and a lot more RAM, a better graphics card than what a lot of your mid-grade computers like you can go to Best Buy and buy and stuff like that for gaming. It's better than that. Now, if you build one on your own, probably not. You'll probably spend $400 or $500 building a better machine than what the PS4 Pro is going to accomplish. But with that said, I mean, you're getting a hell of a machine for that price. The fact that it will upscale everything to 4K resolutions. Now that depends on developers. Developers have to actually take advantage of that and everything, but it's supposed to upscale most of your older games. They've talked about having patches come out and everything in the conference to make your older games 4K compatible and everything. So that's really cool. I like that the games that I already have, I'm not going to have to re-download again or re-buy again or play on something like PlayStation Now. I just don't want to do that again. I'm tired of buying the same old games over and over just for new hardware. So that's cool. The controller itself has a little light bar on top, and if you plug it in, it's got better latency. That's all they really changed on the controller, so that's cool. I like the new DualShock 4, a great controller, way better than the other DualShocks as far as controls go. I really think that Sony has really taken over the console generation this generation, and I say that because of the price points. They really realize what the consumer wants and wants to pay, and I hope when the Scorpio comes out, the new Xbox One that's coming out, I hope when they announce the price and the details for that it matches that, at least around the $450. I can't see that thing costing $400 with all the teraflops that it has and everything being that much. But hopefully, Xbox is kind of shaking in their boots right now with what they're going to charge for theirs. Sony their first party titles are going to be amazing on this thing. It's going to get a lot more people into it. It's really got me excited to buy a new TV. I'm running a 1080p right now, which it's not a bad TV. I've got a 70-inch Vizio 1080p TV that I do all my computing on, all my YouTube, everything on, and I love that TV. But I am excited about 4K because of the HDR and all this kind of stuff. I'm really excited about that. What also Sony said was that your older games are going to be able to support HDR on your older console. So the first generation PS4 is going to be compatible with HDR thanks to a new patch that they're going to come out with. And that's really cool. Sony is taking care of the consumer in every single way. They're giving us 2 new consoles at a really great price. They're giving us new tech at really great prices. I mean, the stuff that's in these things is really good already, but for the Pro and the VR and everything that's coming out, the PSVR, it's going to be simply amazing, you know. And people that don't want to upgrade to it, the PS4s, the regular ones, just as much capable of handling PSVR. Sure, the resolutions won't be as high. Sure, the frame rate might not be as high, but it's definitely playable. I've seen a lot of demos at Best Buy. I've seen a lot of demos on YouTube of people playing it and everything like that, and they all have really great things to say about it, and myself included. I'm really excited about PSVR, and now we get a console that's really going to push it to its limits. I'm really happy about that, that I don't have to go out and spend $800 on an Oculus or something like that and hook it up to my computer hoping that it works. I mean, my computer is not that old. You know, I've got a lot of good stuff in it and everything, but I'm kind of scared what the Oculus would do on it as far as handling it goes. But the fact that the PSVR will run smoothly and great on the PlayStation Pro, I'm just going to not upgrade my computer for a while and just go onto that for VR instead of doing the Oculus. I was teetering towards the Oculus just a little bit, but you know, that's a lot of money to spend and possibly having to upgrade my graphics card. So almost like $1,000 is what it would cost me to play the Oculus on my PC, and that's just $1,000. No way in hell. You know, I'll spend $400 on a console that I can play all my favorite first party games on, and really great third parties, plus play online, plus I'll pay for plus, and then spend, what is it, $300 or $399 on the PSVR, so you know, around $800. I don't mind doing that. Do not mind doing that. And plus it's divided up pretty well. So you know, a lot of people are going to be insane. You're going to spend $1,000 on that and a video card. You can do a lot more on your computer than PSVR. I'm not. I use my computer as a gaming machine, basically. And that's what I'm going to use the PlayStation VR for. Another topic, whole nother thing. $399.99 for the PlayStation Pro is a really great price, but what's even going to be better is that I'm really hoping, and everybody else should check into this too, when GameStop does a lot of their new systems come out, trade in, you can usually trade in your old one towards the newer one, and I hope a lot of people know about that, and I hope GameStop and both Sony, you know, collaborate a little bit together and or whatever, you know, and make that happen. Even I don't know if Sony ever works with GameStop or whatever on stuff like that, but I hope it's somewhere around, like, you can trade in your old console for like $150, maybe $200. That would be really great. If GameStop's only going to give me like $100 for my PlayStation 4, screw those guys, and I will just keep it in my bedroom, basically, my old one in my bedroom. But they do usually do pretty good stuff, you know, trade-in value and credit towards newer consoles. So I'm really looking forward to that, because if I can get a PlayStation 4 Pro for $150, you know, and then just trade in my old one, hell yeah, I'm going to do that. And I hope a lot of you guys think about that too. I don't know what Best Buy and Amazon does, if they do anything like that. I've never seen anything where you can trade in your old console towards a new one. They might in the future start doing that, I don't know. But anyway, I think that's going to be the best way to probably get it if you don't already have a PlayStation 4. The $299.99, excellent price to drop on that. There's so many good games on the PS4. You know, I love my Xbox One and I do play it, you know, but PlayStation 4, man, the first party titles on that, it runs at higher resolutions 90% of the time than most Xbox games do. You know, it's just got a really great lineup of games. So, not that the Xbox One doesn't as well. I wouldn't own one if I didn't like it. So, anyway, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the couple of new PlayStations that came out and the PSVR a little bit. And so, anyway, enjoy your day. Thanks. Bye.